Welcome back to Season 2 of the Unclenched podcast. On this episode, Ashley and Kimberly chit-chat about enjoying God through the good and the hard seasons of life.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Unclenched podcast. I'm Ashley.
I'm Kimberly.
And Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Cheers to all you in America.
Cheers
and beyond.
To the new year. Kimberly, what's new in the new year?
The new hair is new. Oh man.
Your hair is smoking hot.
Oh.
Like you look like a cougar. You are so beautiful.
I'm married.
Okay, did you chop it? What happened?
Oh, lots happened. So I'm trying to go. I want to be healthy. Like all physically healthy. So no more Botox. What?
That's been for a while though.
Well, but it was not like
Were you
exposed.
sneaking it?
No. I haven't had it now since I think June. So now this is my natural face.
Which is gorgeous. I don't even notice a difference.
Thank you. I took my nails off, and so I'm growing out my nails. So there's no more nails. And no polish either because of all the chemicals that are in everything. I'm trying to detox my body. And I took out my hair extensions.
Whoa, big deal.
So I no longer look like Little House on the Prairie curls. Apparently that was a thing. But I'm telling you, my hair is so thin.
Yeah.
It's like...
it doesn't look thin
It
at all.
is, and they're like, keep doing that. I'm like, okay, and I'm puffing my hair, so.
No, this looks so healthy, so good.
Thank you.
Just beautiful.
Thanks.
All around.
You're so kind.
Truly.
I'm learning not to body shame myself, because getting closer to 60 and as some people know, I contracted West Nile with encephalitis in August, and it totally destroyed my brain and my mind. I mean, my body too. Like even my body just kind of went, oh hey, and
it didn't look like that to me, but to you it felt like that.
Oh yeah, totally. It just blew up, and then I have cellulite in places that I didn't know you could get cellulite. And I'm like,
I did not have that before. Oh, welcome to 2026.
Dang, girlfriend. So I'm detaxing.
That too.
Wow.
I wish we could give up taxes.
Yes. So right now I'm in a place where I'm trying to really flush out my body, get back to health, because one time I was really fasting and diving in, and I could see a big transformation just in like my skin and my body and everything, and it was powerful. So here it is. And now,
what are we talking about today? What's going on in your heart? What's God doing in you, Kimberly?
Man, he is a trip. I'm loving it. I went to church before the new year, and the pastor there was saying, hey, he gave this great message, and he goes, and then what about enjoying God? Just go ahead and enjoy God. And I'm like, oh.
What's that mean?
Yeah, because, God is, you better behave. You better watch out. You better not pout. And I'm like,
the Santa God.
Yeah, but I want to pout and I want to throw a temper tantrum. And then I was like, well, if you don't get all these things right, and if you don't get out all the demons or all your generational history stuff, then God can't bless you as much as he wants to. And so I've been going through a lot of this. How do I understand being delivered from generational curses and still enjoy God in that? Or my health was I had some brain damage and lost my memory, and God's still healing me. So how do I enjoy God in the midst of, I can't walk downstairs without supervision?
In the midst of poop.
It is, everything that you do is surrounded by grace. This is enjoying God, enjoying the answered prayers, the relationship between us by seeing how he's redeemed certain things. As I'm doing some of this research and reading, I picked up C.S. Lewis's study in regards to, enjoying God and glorifying God. And are they different or are they the same?
Do you know the name of that study, or is it just hit some of his random...
Enjoying God and glorifying God.
That's literally the name.
That's literally the study.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, it was great. And, people who enjoy God are, what they would be called hyper grace people. Everything is name it and claim it. I'm going to get this, Lincoln Navigator, and I should be driving a Lincoln Navigator too. And just, I can remember being with Jamie Galloway, and he's like, just believe that your milk is never going to go empty. And, you give a gallon of milk for a year that never goes empty, right?
Yeah.
I love this saying where he says that the essence of glorifying God is the evidence of the joy, the evidence of the offering of the move of God. To seeing the move of God is to glorify. But the essence of having your time of enjoying God is about your private time, and enjoying him in the midst of just you and he, right?
In the intimate places, in the secret places.
Yes. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I like all that. I get all that, but I want to feel you like my dad. I want to just like be able to sit down and go, hey, like I just want to have a conversation with you. And I know in that quiet of like listening to worship music, and just talking to you about the day, kind of like we talked about, being with a friend.
Like the intimacy of a best friend.
Of
right?
a best friend.
And that's what we want it to feel like with Father.
Yeah, I do. And I don't want it to be so that I can get something from God. I want to tangibly know him so that I can be at rest and not have anxiety and not like get frustrated, not body shame myself or be freaked out because I'm not a sexy looking lady anymore. Like seriously, but you know what I mean? In my mind. And God's like, hey friend, come on, come on over and sit down, daughter. I want to talk to you about what's going on, and be able to say to God, what is it that's on your heart? What are you praying about? And I don't know, like I don't hear God going, and I'm praying for Ethiopia. It's not like that.
Yeah, at least for you, you're just saying. So you think there's a connection, it sounds like, between the level of intimacy that we have with the Father and our ability to enjoy God.
Right.
Or enjoy even just life, have joy at all.
Oh, yeah. And it's, it's in Ephesians 1:4, just, God chose me, right? He's pursued me. It's that whole scenario of, when you're playing a sport and, you get picked.
Yes.
And you're like, oh my gosh, the team picked me. Oh, let me puff my hair.
That's
but that's like, man, it's so amazing. Like when you've been accepted into the group group chose you, and how great that makes you feel. But the reality is this is how we should feel. God chose me. He wants to be in relationship with me. So then there must be something amazing about me that I haven't discovered yet.
Yeah.
Or believe in yet. Or have laid down my old man to walk with him.
Totally. What it sounds like is, when you began talking, it's a lot of like God renewing your mind in different places where there's been this like places where you've been stuck for seasons or years or whatever. And
or
God,
a week, month.
Yeah, and sometimes I talk to people about this being like, okay, it's here, it's in my head, but it hasn't yet moved to my heart. And so I think there's a difference too of like, okay, I understand this as like a biblical principle, but it hasn't become tangible yet for me to like walk it out. It hasn't become me until it's moved to my heart and I've experienced the reality of that in my life.
Right.
Does that sound fair?
It's totally fair, and it's getting out of my own way. Like picking up old victim mentality behaviors, and I want man to accept me so bad, right? This is how life has been. You know, does man accept me? And then, oh my gosh, does my husband really want to be with me? Does he really find me, am I intelligent enough to help his mind and to help, our relationship and the intimacy between us? And God's like, hey, what about the intimacy between you and I, and then the intimacy between my God and my husband, and how that all intertwines. So then,
because when one is strong, when your intimacy with the Lord is strong, then that flows out into every part of your life, and you're not seeking for it in the counterfeit ways.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, this is like, I think this is a journey forever. Like, because as we get older and we're going through our different ages and our different scenarios, we're coming into a new identity, right? And, you know, like you going to school, fixing the hair again.
It's the new pattern.
Yeah, it's going to be my new thing. But just...
She's going like this. Yeah. Let me just fix the hair. Let me just fix it for a second.
Thank you.
How do I...
It's totally it.
She's trying to get a Per Plus commercial over
there
here.
There you go. Yes, anybody who needs me for their commercial, I'll be right there to be in. Anyway, so it's just, it really is a seasonal process, which I'm
it's okay, you're over that word.
Yeah, I'm leaning into it. So one of the things I found in John, and I'll let you guys look this up, but moving from a religious duty to a real restful friendship with him. And that's been really important to me, because in my prophetic side, a lot of times people want to be in relationship, which wasn't really relationship, but wanted the gifting but not the relationship.
Yes.
And God's like, hey, can you lay down the prophetic first season and grow your identity in our relationship together? And that's what's enjoying God.
That's so good.
Can I be in a relationship with God without the mantle?
Yeah, and we often do that to God. Hey, I want your healing, but I don't want you the healer.
Right.
I want this. I want the provision, but I don't want you the provider.
Right.
Right.
I don't want to give up TV. I don't want to give up alcohol. I don't want to give up sugar, chocolate, whatever he's calling you to.
Yeah.
Friends, churches, a move, leaving territories.
Yeah.
Because what's happened is we've become so complacent in the comfortable that we aren't able to sit in the uncomfortable with God, to give him time to move in our lives.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So it's just learning how I can have this relationship with him and enjoy him without a performance, you know, without
a religious duty.
Right. Like, oh my gosh, you were so great. You gave such a great word. And I'm like, oh, God loves me so much. And it's like, whoa, that's a gift.
Yeah.
But I love you because of who you are, because you want to be enjoying me and be in relationship. And I want to glorify you. So I want to marry the two together.
That's really profound.
Yes. So okay.
No, I was just gonna say, I think I've spoke with a friend recently who has a skewed perception of God the Father. And am I being punished for this because I haven't read the Word, because I haven't said my nighttime prayer every day, and right? And so it's just tearing down that religious mindset and recognizing he's not punishing you, but you actually have a lordship issue where you're not in that intimate place with him. He may not be invited into everything. You're using him when you're, you know, in the low seasons, but forget it when you're in the high seasons.
Right.
And so I think it sounds like you are growing your intimacy with him and learning how to truly delight together.
Yeah. And I am learning, though, that if I'm going to glorify him and I'm going to be in a person who is an enjoyer of God, then I have to change my vocabulary. It's like I've said to my kids and my husband, hey, if you're going to word curse your job, then why should God keep glorifying this job and helping you out? Why wouldn't he just be like, well, I guess it's not good enough? And I'm not saying he would take the job away from you, but there might not be as much favor in it. Or like, wow, okay, well, maybe if you don't care about it, then maybe you won't get a promotion or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's true or not. I've just seen evidence of it. I'm not saying that this is a biblical theology, but just seeing the evidence over people's lives that once you go from enjoying God and speaking all of the positive things, then the negative stuff creeps in, and then it can make us sick, even with illness.
Totally. I think something that came to mind was we're almost taught that we can't enjoy God.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the father-daughter relationship in the natural, or a father-son, like, there should hopefully be joy and delight and time together and all of that. And yet the church oftentimes teaches that skewed perspective of like, no, Father God is there to condemn,
Yes.
to judge, to punish.
Behave before you can belong.
Right? And I think sometimes the sweetest moments I have with God are just like nuzzled up against his chest in a sense. Do you have a place that you go to that's like your place? Do you have one place that you really easily connect with him?
I get in the shower. I feel like when I'm in the shower and I'm just completely naked and raw, that's where we do a lot of conversation and talking, and then I get a lot of clarity because I'm cleansing off everything, from the day.
Totally.
And then I do my hair but honestly, I respect the people who have their war rooms and they've got their sticky notes and stuff, but for me, I wanted my life to be a practice of moving daily in conversation.
I'm getting a joy bomb.
Joy bomb, I love it.
Okay.
My new word for the year, glory bomb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But it's just fine. Like all the time, I'm like, what? Whoa, look at, like I'm a grounder, so I want to go hug the tree and be barefoot and
he's with you in it all.
In it all, but let me tell you, there are some hard seasons where I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Where are you?
Why aren't you answering? I mean, that's not what I prayed for, I thought we were in relationship. So I think what happened was I got out of the word and I started getting more into the seeing and the feeling and the atmosphere and then the downloads, that I forgot the word was so tangible that's where my enjoying him was going to come, because I was replacing the relationship with the moments of feelings and seeing and touching.
That's an interesting perspective. I think healthy, as you have just spoken, is like the marrying of both, right? Because I can read a lot about somebody, but unless I can nuzzle up against them, I'm not getting that left brain to right brain.
Right. Totally. So I just want to, I'm going to finish this up with Ephesians 1:4 about God chose me to be in relationship with him. And then in John 14:21 and James 4:8, I'll let you guys read those on your own, but I'll just give you a breakdown. Enjoying means to abide, to stay connected, pray, fulfill, and be transparent with him. And that's one thing I'm learning. It's like, he already knows everything, but I feel like sometimes if I can hold my own secret, then he might not, he might not know it because he's too busy with dealing with somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So it's just being transparent with him to create that enjoyment with our intimacy together. And then trusting in the trial. So like Don and I are going through a really big trial and we have to make a big decision right now. And it's like, can we do it? Can we just not do it and trust him in the trial? Or do we do it and still trust him in the trial? And it's in James 1:2-4 is about trusting in the trial. And then obedience, it comes from love and gratitude. And I'm telling you what, I've had a hard time having gratitude with God. And so I've had to like repent and be like, dude, I'm so sorry. I don't have any gratitude. I mean, okay, great. That's all you're going to give us? Like, I'm not serious.
Isn't it funny that one of your favorite songs is Gratitude?
Yes.
Is it by Brandon Lee?
Yes.
Yeah. And so how ironic that that's what you're walking out in this season of like, okay, I'm really struggling. It's easy to be grateful when things are going great.
Man,
the circumstances are up.
Fake it till I make it. So I'm going to sing about gratitude.
But when I'm not in the hyper grace season of feeling the favor at every side, then how do I show up with you? I think about this picture of like linking arms. Yeah. And like sometimes we link arms with like a spouse or a bestie or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, man, when we show up places with that linked arm, how much more secure and grounded do we feel? Oh, yeah. Coming to that place. Yeah. Rather than, I've got these eyes on me from here and this gossip going on over here about me or whatever. Not even about me. It doesn't have to be. But I just feel so much more grounded when I'm linked with the Father or whoever it is that I'm in that intimate place with, enjoying the fruit of that security.
But yeah, it's the fruit of the Spirit. It's the fruit of the Spirit. You didn't hear me. Okay. So then the other one is my heart's desire to follow him. And it's really, should be the heart's desire, is to follow him. But No, it's just to follow him. And I'm like, well, I don't know. You haven't emailed me, text me or anything. So I don't know how to follow this next season because he seems so quiet. I don't have the answer for that. I'm sorry. I just don't. I could tell you 10 million things, but right now it's like, what are you waiting on? You know, what I need an answer. This is important. And this process is longer than the finances are. So, I mean, let's snap it up, Jesus.
Yes,
you know?
it's like blind obedience.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, can you follow me blindly, Kimberly and
Exactly.
Ashley?
And that's what God is teaching me. I haven't mastered this by any means. I'm like going through this whole new thing with him, which is an old thing, but I'm just have to repeat it because I'm on the hamster wheel. So that's John 14:23 and Romans 12:1. Enjoying that he really has got everything. He's holding it. He's got it. It's really believing that he does hold this whole situation in his hands and that he's got a plan that he's working out. It's just me coming in low, enjoying him, being in full gratitude, being in love, and in that learning how to like catch up with an old friend, to sit with him, to get into worship music, just to be on the couch taking notes, to hear what he's saying. God, what are you praying about? What is on your heart for me right now? What is on your heart for Don and I? How can we press into this? What do you want to say that I can't hear right now, but maybe this would be a new way through worship in quiet, or maybe it's screaming and yelling or travailing. I don't know.
I think that's powerful. Thanks for inviting us into what God's speaking to in this season.
Amen. Thanks.
It's nice to get a little, backstage pass to Kimberly Gattoni.
Hey, I literally let my hair down today.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us on this little chit chat, and we look forward to seeing you next time here on Unclenched.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
This has been Unclenched with Ashley and Kimberly. You can look up Unclenched Ministries on Facebook and Instagram. Plus, the video versions of these podcasts are available on YouTube under Unclenched Ministries. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Unclenched Podcast.